What is going on, everybody? My name is Dylan Dents, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact build video. It has been so long since we've recorded one of these, so I'm very excited. We're finally getting to record one again. It's actually the first one since I've been back on Twitch, so if you want to follow me over there for some more Genshin Impact content and some other content, make sure to hit the link in the description, twitch.tv/DylanIsDents. Otherwise, today we were talking about one of the best hydro damage dealers in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, Tartaglia is thankfully here. He's back, and I am so freaking excited because if you did watch my units I wish I pulled on video, he was actually number one because when he was around I didn't get him. 2.2, he's rerun. I got him, and you know, I'm excited to talk about him finally. Don't know Tartaglia, aka Childe. He is the 11th of the Fatui Harbingers, brother of Tusser, aka a toy maker, and you know, our favorite residential redhead. So hope you guys do enjoy this build video. Make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications to anytime I upload. Started uploading some Twitch highlights to the channel, and of course we're going to have more build videos coming in the next few weeks. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this build. So he's level 80-90 right now. I haven't 90'd him yet. I've been working on some other units, but very excited overall to finally have my hands on this unit. Originally I was going to use Connor's, but I got my own, so we're good. We're all good. So gonna go over to the stats. He has 109% crit damage, 48.9% crit rate. Definitely not bad, still around the range you want it. 122% energy recharge, 90.4 on the hydro damage bonus. He has 1685 for the attack, 18,516 HP. Then he has some elemental mastery, 156. So very nice. And then when it comes to weapons, I currently am using the Rust. Now, Rust is definitely the best, I believe, free-to-play option. You can also go with stuff like the Prototype Crescent. And if you are a Battle Pass user, the Viridescent Hunt's actually very good. I would definitely recommend picking it up, especially if you are struggling with crit rate. So if you haven't finished your Battle Pass yet, you're not quite level 30, this is definitely a good pickup for you. Otherwise, if you already have it, it's a very good option. Other options you can go with, for 4 stars at least, Hamiyumi is probably your next best bet. So I'd definitely say Rust is on top. Then it's going to be the Viridescent Hunt, Hamiyumi, and then Prototype Crescent. 5 stars, you have quite an array of options, to be honest. Best in slot weapon, obviously. I think the Thundering Pulse is actually the best one. Otherwise, Polar Star, which is the current 5-star bow running, and then Skyward Harp obviously is a very good option as well. That's actually the original best in slot. So you got some pretty good options. Amos's bow, not too good. You can still use it, however, doesn't matter. It's better for charge attacks. Obviously, it's Ganyu's signature weapon. So but today we are using a Rust at level 80. Haven't really been able to 90 this. I've been preparing for a potential Stephahoma comeback, so just so you know. Artifact set, obviously 4-piece Heart of Depth. On the Sands, we got attack, hydro damage bonus on the cup, and crit rate on the hat. I know you'll see those defense stats. Those can be irking. Obviously, we got him on the very nice, you know, flower and feather. So that is definitely best set. Other sets you could run, potentially you could go 2-piece Heart of Depth and probably like 2-piece Gladiators or Shiminawas, but Heart of Depth is the #1 option. I would say stick with this. I think literally if you don't run 4-piece Heart of Depth, it's not going to be it's going to be better than any other set. Constellation, we're playing C0 today. Of course, going to go over these constellations. C1 allows you to get a 20% decrease cooldown on Fell Legacy Raging Tide, which I believe is the swap from melee stance to bow stance, or bow stance to melee stance. This one, when opponents affected by Riptide are defeated, Tartaglia regenerates 4 elemental energy. This is his C2. Not bad, to be honest. Abyssal Mayhem, Vortex of Turmoil, Foul Legacy, Raging Tide gets a level increase by 3, which I am pretty sure is the elemental skill where you can switch between melee stance and whatnot. Abyssal Mayhem Hydro Spell. If Tartaglia is in Foul Legacy, Raging Tide's melee stance, triggers Riptide Slash against opponents on the field affected by Riptide every 4 seconds, otherwise triggers Riptide Flash. Riptide Slashes and Riptide Flashes triggered by this Constellation effect are not subject to the time intervals that would typically apply to these 2 Riptide effects, nor do they have any effect on those time intervals. And one thing you probably should know is C4, I believe it is the Constellation that has an issue trying to make elemental reactions, so pull wisely if he is still here, and of course if you are using this unit. C5, Havoc Obliteration, his burst gets an increase of 3. C6, when Havoc Obliteration is cast, melee stance, the cooldown of Foul Legacy Raging Tide is reset. This effect will only take place once Tartaglia returns to his ranged stance. So, perfect. Constellations, if you're pulling, C3 is the furthest. I'd personally go, I'm only going to stick at C0 because C0 is just fine. You don't really need some of this extra stuff. He's very playable at C0. And, of course, you know, he's a great character. Talents, he's at 765. I've been working on this quite a bit. It's just, I know today's Sunday. I just haven't had the time to go around. I've been, like I said, farming for Staff of Homa. But he does get a level increase due to, I believe it's his Master of Weaponry, which increases anybody in the party's normal attack stat by level 1, and I will show that off with the other characters in the party. Sword of Torrents, when Tartaglia is in Foul Legacy, Raging Tide's melee stance on a crit hit, normal and charge attacks apply the Riptide status effect to opponents, which is very nice. Then Riptide gets a duration of 8 seconds, which is the effect applied by, by the, I believe it's the burst, and you can also apply it by, the skill. But as you'll see, well, actually check it out. So Mona has an increase. You can see that the number up there is blue rather than just your normal like white. Kokomi also has an increase, and Xingqiu has an increase, and obviously he has some extra increases because he's C6. But we're gonna go test this out with an all Hydro team. Obviously you can see I have Tartaglia, Mona, Kokomi, and Xingqiu. Mona's the only level 70 here, but support, and then helps with DPS. We're gonna go try this out on the. We're gonna go to the Pyro Hypostasis. I've been having a lot of fun with that fight. So we're going to go ahead, do it on that. We might do it on the Pyro Regisvine as well. But I do like doing it on the Hypostasis. And the thing with Tartaglia is, keep him, if you're going to play a melee stance style, you're going to want to click melee stance, do some damage. If you can burst, switch back to ranged stance, switch out to another character, wait for that cooldown to go back down. Because the longer you're in the stance, the more your cooldown is going to go up. So we're going to go ahead and get him down actually real quick to the to his cooldown state, so we kind of cause some mayhem here. And yes, I am using Kokomi. I honestly really like this character. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm going to love this character no matter what. We're gonna go ahead, Xingqiu. Get that. Shouldn't let your guard down. There we go. And we almost get it down. We're gonna have to swap back, swap to Kokomi. And there we go. Then, as you can see, still have that 8 seconds of cooldown left, but we are going to try to get him while he's in the air. And done. Wasn't a perfect one cycle, but it does display, you can use this character with charged attacks. He's not bad. It's just preferred if you play him in ranged mode. Who's next? Because otherwise, it's very hard to do. But you can definitely play him ranged. It's just better to play him melee stance. And, we're cycling supports. We didn't give him too much on that, but we'll go ahead and test this on the Pyro Regisvine over here and see what happens. I've been having trouble one cycling the Pyro Regisvine, so let's see what we can do here. We didn't even get to use Mona last time, so Mona, you're gonna get some love this time around. And this is my all Hydro team. If you did see my Twitch highlights video, I actually enjoy this team quite a bit, to be completely honest with you. I enjoy the hell out of this team. Especially like Kokomi. Getting Kokomi involved is always fun. And I honestly really love her as a character, so it's always nice when I can have Kokomi on the team. Alright, let's do this. Hello, friend. Time to wake up. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Witness the power. Covenant of the deep. Decided by
Play
destiny.
this.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
We're not getting a crit. It's really hard to one second. Not gonna quite one. And I'll show you that cooldown after increased duration. Goes up to 26 seconds. No way. Right. But like I said, range Tartaglia, not bad. Bam. Not bad, honestly. We did 6K, I think that was on a charge, so that's definitely not bad. And you know, I'm still testing this character out in some teams. Well, actually, let's go ahead and talk about some great team members for Tartaglia. Now, as a DPS, strictly as a DPS, if you're running a main or sub DPS, pair him with a Pyro character. It could be Klee, you could even do D-Luke. Hu Tao is obviously one of the best tandems for Tartaglia. You can even pair him with Yoimiya if you wanted to. Pairing him with any of the Pyro DPSs is going to be a good idea to get that Vaporize. Otherwise, obviously, Cryo characters like Eula, Ayaka, Ganyu, of course, is a very good option. Sing Cho. You got a lot of options there. You can also do Raiden Shogun, Kujo Sara. Bennett, obviously, is always a good option for a support. You can pair him with Venti, Kazuha. You can literally pair the character with anybody. As long as they have a really good elemental reaction, you're good. So, what do you guys personally think about Tartaglia? Honestly, I love the character and I love playing with him. It's a lot different than my usual playstyle because I main Yoimiya, I main Hu Tao, so this is a lot different playstyle. Being able to kind of swap between melee and ranged on one character. So let me know what you guys think about Tartaglia down in the comments below. Otherwise, make sure to go follow me on Twitch over at twitch.tv/DylanIsDense. And once again, my name is Dylan is Dense, and I'll see you in the next video, Dense Station. Peace.